Kansas and Kansas State. Kansas State 12-point home favorite, 62.5 being the total in this game. I'll tell you what, I know going back to way back when Bill Snyder was coaching Kansas State, and it seemed like every single year Kansas State just destroys Kansas. I mean, it really hasn't been competitive for, 10, 20 years head to head. And even the last 2 years, 55-14, 35-10 wins and covers for Kansas State over Kansas, even with Kansas getting better. And I worry about Kansas running out of gas a little bit. They've already gotten their 6 wins. They're going to be bowling. There's a defense that's running on fumes. They don't have a lot of depth on the defensive side of the football. And I actually read a good quote from Lance Leipold saying that we're battling some depth issues right now on defense. Guys are getting hurt. Guys are wearing down. And you're seeing that with this Kansas defense right now. Jayhawks have given up, 43 and 55 in each of the last 2 games. And Kansas State's offense, look what they did against West Virginia and Baylor, 31 and 48. Adrian Martinez, who? I mean, Will Howard's playing well when you've got DJ Giddens and Deuce Vaughn running the ball for you. You've got a balanced team. Will Howard's done enough in the offense. I think I'd probably look over. I would probably stay away from a side. I'd be reluctant to take Kansas as a dog now. I think I'm off that path now. You just see this defense is totally shot right now, worn down. Injuries have mounted. They don't have the depth to replace the guys that are hurt on defense, and as a result, the defense has just not been the same the last couple of weeks. Kansas State could probably name whatever points they want, but Kansas is still capable, I think, of chipping in some offense here in this game, and they'll certainly battle their ass off as much as they can in a rivalry game. So I'd probably just stick to the total and look over here. What do you think, Conor?
The rivalry brings a little bit into it, but if you're just going off everything, I think K-State, like you talked about, they've owned them in years past. I know it's almost 2 touchdowns, but I'd have to lay it here. That Kansas defense just not look good, and we just saw K-State rip another defense that wasn't very good in West Virginia, just torched them. They had like 40 points at halftime or some shit. I don't even know what the score was. They gave up of some, but it would be K-State or nothing here. I don't know if I play this one. And you're right, maybe there is points. That K-State defense is good, but last game they've had games where they've given up points and kind of shut teams down in other ones. So interesting here, with the total.
And keep in mind, Jalen Daniels is back from injury at quarterback for Kansas, and he was up and down last week, kind of a tough game, but first game under his belt, second game back from injury. I expect him to be a little bit better here.